Welcome back, everyone, to Tech Talk Central.
Hi there.
Today, we are doing a deep dive into all-in-one desktop computers.
Yeah, specifically looking at two popular ones.
Exactly. We've got the Dell Inspiron and the HP Envy. We've basically pulled the product listings, the source material, to really compare them.
Right. The idea is to look at these specs and figure out what they actually mean for you. You know, the person may be thinking about buying one.
Let's jump right in. The display seems like a massive difference straight away.
Oh, absolutely. Huge difference. The Dell Inspiron, the one we're looking at, it's got a 24-inch full HD screen. So that's 1920 by 1080.
Pretty standard.
Yeah, standard stuff. It is a touch screen, though, uses an IPS panel, which is good for viewing angles, and it's got that low blue light tech.
Sure.
2 certified, apparently, for eye comfort.
Okay, so decent size, touch, easy on the eyes, brightness.
About 250 nits. Again, pretty typical.
All right, now the HP Envy.
Mm-hmm.
This screen sounds like it's on another level.
It really is. It's a 34-inch screen, so much bigger. And the resolution, it's WUHD. That's 5120 by 2160. Way, way sharper than Full HD.
Wow, okay.
Plus, it's also IPS, anti-reflection, which is nice, and much brighter 500 nits, double the Dell, and it covers 98% DCI-P3 color.
Which is important for?
For creative work, mostly, like photo editing, video editing, where you need really accurate, vibrant colors.
Got it. And the source didn't say touchscreen for the HP.
No mention of it, so likely not on this particular model.
Okay, so HP clearly aiming for visual quality, creative tasks, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Dell more general purpose with touch. What about the processors, the brains?
Right, so the Dell has the newer chip generation. It's the 2024 Intel Core 5 120U. 10 cores, goes up to 5.0 gigahertz.
Newer gen, okay. And the HP?
The HP uses a 12th gen Intel Core i7 12700, so it's technically the previous generation, but it's a higher tier in i7, and it has more cores, 12 cores, up to 4.9 gigahertz. So, you know, while older, that higher core count might actually give it an edge for really demanding tasks like rendering video.
Interesting trade-off there. Now, graphics, you flagged this as a big one.
Yeah, this is probably one of the biggest divides. The Dell uses integrated graphics, Intel Iris X.
Oji.
It means the graphics are handled by the main processor. It's fine for, you know, everyday computing, watching videos, maybe some light photo work.
Okay, but the HP?
The HP steps it up quite a bit. It has a dedicated graphics card, an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 with 4 gigs of its own memory.
Ah, so a separate GPU.
Exactly. And that makes a huge difference for anything graphically intensive, gaming, 3D work, serious video editing. It just unlocks more capability.
Makes sense. Quickly then, RAM and storage.
So the Dell listing we saw has 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM and a 1 terabyte SSD, though it seems you can configure it higher. The HP configuration has 16 gigs of DDR5 RAM, which is slightly faster type of RAM, and also a 1 terabyte SSD. Both fast storage, which is good.
Right, SSDs are pretty much essential now. Connectivity, anything stand out?
Both have the usual USB ports, HDMI out. The HP adds Thunderbolt 4 ports, though. 2 of them.
And Thunderbolt is fast.
Very fast, like 40 gigabits per second. Great for super fast external drives or connecting multiple high-res displays.
Okay, advantage HP there. But wireless?
The Dell actually lists Wi-Fi 6, whereas the HP listing shows Wi-Fi 5. So Dell might have slightly better wireless performance.
Gotcha. And what about cameras and sound?
Dell's got a 1080p camera, standard HD audio, comes with a privacy shutter.
Which is good.
Yeah. The HP has a higher-res 16-megapixel camera, also with a privacy shutter, and it uses something called binning for better low-light shots. Plus, the audio is tuned by Bang & Olufsen.
Ooh, fancy. So better sound expected on the HP.
Seems like it, yeah.
And they both throw in a keyboard and mouse.
Yep, wireless keyboard and mouse included with both, which is convenient.
Physically, obviously, the size means weight difference too.
Definitely. The 24-inch Dell is about 12.5 pounds. The 34-inch HP is, well, almost double that at over 24 pounds. It's a big machine.
Right. Okay, last piece, and it's a pretty important one. Price and availability based on these listings.
Yeah, so the Dell configuration, the 32 gig RAM one, was listed just under $1,000, and it looked like you could buy it.
Available. And HP.
That specific high-spec HP Envy configuration we looked at, listed as currently unavailable.
That's a bit of a roadblock.
It is, yeah, at least for that specific setup right now.
So let's tie this together. For you, the listener, what's the bottom line here?
Well, putting it all together, that HP Envy, if you could get that configuration, it's clearly aimed at someone needing that huge high-quality screen and the dedicated graphics power. Think creative professionals, maybe power users doing heavy visual work. But yeah, that availability is key.
Right. And the Dell Inspiron.
The Dell seems like the much more accessible and available choice right now. You get
Ah,
a modern processor, you get the touchscreen, the eye comfort stuff is nice, newer Wi-Fi. It's a solid all-rounder for general use, family computer, maybe students, and the price point is obviously much lower.
so it really shows how different the approaches can be, even with the same all-in-one idea.
Absolutely. Different priorities altogether.
So it boils down to what you value most, doesn't it? Is it that massive screen and graphics muscle for specialized work, assuming you can find it? Or is it a balanced package with touch, good enough performance, and importantly, it's actually available at a lower price?
It definitely raises that question. What makes the best AIO? Is it just cramming in the highest specs possible? Or is it about finding that sweet spot of features, usability, and value for more people? Kind of interesting.
Indeed. Well, to find the latest prices and deals on these machines, or similar ones, be sure to check out the links we'll put in the description below.
And hey, if you found this comparison useful, please do subscribe to the channel, Tech Talk Central. We do more deep dives like this all the time.